Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining me on the radio and also on TV. Sorry, I beg your pardon on that, but I was on the radio. So thank you for joining me on the TV right now. I just finished the radio show, so back on the TV to update you. Let me start this show by saying I'm so sorry for Arsenal fans that have really been waiting to know what's really going on or what's more for Arsenal Football Club. Let me just let you know, with the patience it's okay for you to have, and it's just a matter of time that everything will be fine. Arsenal will just make a Declan Rice and Yobe Timber signature confirmed. Just what's left now is about them announcing this both players. So some Arsenal fans really on my DM being like, what's really going on? What more? What's wasting time? Why the waste time? We want to see this Arsenal side get to bring in Declan Rice and also Yobe Timber, but that's just about announcement to be made. Some signings just need to be fixed. Put pen to paper to make it a possibility, and they will be confirmed. Yes, but quickly now, let's talk about the newly promoted Nigerian Premier Football League side, NPFL. Sporting Lagos and Katsina United produced a resolute performance yesterday to defeat League 2023 League champion, the runner-up in the Niger Super 8 Group B encounter at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos here on Nakon Stadium. Both Katsina United and Sporting Lagos recorded an identical 2-1 win respectively against Ayimba International and Remo Star. The defeat ended Ayimba's participation in the ongoing tournament, while Remo Stars' hope of qualifying hangs in the balance. In the Fia Southwest Derby, Remo Stars also opened the score in the 17th minute through Frank Mwawena. A few minutes later, they were punished as Saturday Ocon rounded up the goalkeeper and slid the ball into an empty net to draw Sporting Lagos level in the 27th minute. Thereafter, the MPFL runner-up mounted pressure on the Sporting Lagos goal. We saw a rebel resolute defending and also some brilliant, just wonderful, brilliant goalkeeping just as the game looked set for a draw. A long ball down the field caught Remo Stars' defense and napping. The club's challenge by Victor Collins in the box gifted Sporting Lagos a penalty in the 88th minute, which Chimeka Wokeji converted, well spotted, from a rebound back with his initial kick, and was being saved by the goalkeeper. Now, Remo Star coach, I love to talk about Daniel Ogumadede, who lamented over the loss, saying we dominated the game. Every moment was ours. Yes, but it doesn't really matter, right? Unfortunately, we couldn't take our chances. A little lack of concentration from our centre back, allowing the ball to bounce in the box, led to a penalty. Kudos to Sporting Lagos, and they didn't want to lose, and luckily they got the win. Commenting on the big victory, Sporting Lagos coach Paul Ofor said the team will not get carried away with the results they got and also with what they've been achieving over time in the competition. He said this competition is a very great one for us, a great opportunity for us as a team, and we just have to qualify and also get to play good football when the league starts. Playing against a team like Ayimba Remo Stars, who are runner-up today, we played a team that didn't allow us to play from the back the way we like to do. So we suffered a lot coping with the press. We will have to work on this because it's these are the kind of opposition we'll be facing every week in the league, and we can't get carried away with the result we've achieved against the two big teams. We have a lot to do. We have a lot of work to do. We could have lost, but somehow we are able to stay in the game to snatch the win. Meanwhile, the first half of that very game between Katsina United and Ayimba Football Club of Aba produced a little goal mount action. The second half started on attacking note, following just a wonderful sweet counter attack. New signing Ibrahim Yaya produced a beautiful calling shot from the edge of the box to put on Katsina United ahead in the 53rd minute. 5 minutes later on that game, another counter attack by Katsina United led to a penalty, which was coolly dispatched by Nasifi Yahaya. Ayimba also pulled a goal back through the well-taken free kick by Fatai Abdullahi in the 89th minute, but Katsina United held on to secure their first win in the tournament. And elated Katsina United also coach Osman Abdullah said, Ayimba came out and we came out a lot. We had to win to stay in the competition, and we got it. The boys did really well. This tournament, it's a good one for us. It gives us exposure and also to the players. So you can see how determined they are, knowing fully well that the world is watching them. Katsina United are top of the table on goal difference with 4 points from 2 matches. Sporting Lagos also are moving up there with the second with 4 points from 2 games as well. The Remo Stars sit on the 3rd position with 4 points from 3 matches, while Ayimba amassed just 1 point from their 3 games action. Action now will continue in the Group B today when Yobe Stars will take on Akwa United at 2 p.m. Rivers United also, and that was the game played yesterday. Sorry, Rivers United and Yobe Stars, and that game we saw Rivers United winning, but They won, but still not enough. And also Aqua United. I mean, there's a player in Yobe Star doing amazingly well. His name is Atule. You know, I wasn't surprised to see or to hear Victor Ekpeba come to say after the game that Atule should be called up to have a national team call up. But quickly, before I leave this shows of the Niger Super 8, you need to know it's been organized by the Fly Kite Production in partnership with the MultiChoice in Nigeria, and also sponsors MTN, Hero Lager, DSTV, GoTV, Super Sport, Amount Point Pepsi, and also Custodian Assurance. And these are the sponsors of this very ongoing tournament. Talk about the Niger Super 8. Now, Rivers United also ended their campaign at the maiden Niger Super 8 with a 1-0 win over Yobe Stars in the Group B on Wednesday. It was indeed a rubber game, as both teams have already crashed out of the tournament right there at Mobolaji Johnson Arena before Wednesday's third group game. Kaze Ezinaya 25th minute strike was enough to end Rivers United the win, and also Ezinaya broke the deadlock as he converted a wonderful shot corner kick passed by Emmanuel Ampere with 4 minutes left. Substitute for Rivers United, Okeme Williams, that's the name of the guy, was sent off, but the Port Harcourt club held on to secure the win earlier on Wednesday. Yobe Stars also defeated Aqua United 2-0 as both teams progressed to the semis in the ongoing tournament. Joseph Atule got the goals. I mean, he got a brace for Yobe Stars against Wednesday's opponent, and that's just been how it is. Talking about the Niger Super 8, I'm really enjoying the tournament. I'm a fan of this tournament. You cannot talk about this tournament without talking about Sporting Lagos Football Club, who were recently promoted to the Nigerian League Top Flight after 2 years. Newly promoted MPFL side, Sporting Lagos now have secured the services of Super Eagles and the former Remo Star forward. His name is Junior Lokosa. Lokosa, who joined Remo Stars earlier this year, will now join up with the rest of the Sporting Lagos side for the 2023-24 MPFL season as they look to add experience and clinicality to their attack in the coming season to ensure their top flight status stays very sealed, and also to finish as high as possible in the league table next season. Lokosa, who you know very well, he's been in the Super Eagles team before, a man well experienced in his football journey both home and abroad, has previously played for the likes of First Bank Football Club, Kano Pillars, Esperance, Simba SC, Kora United, Al Rayyan, and also Sporting Southwest rivals Remo Stars. The 29-year-old got a Super Eagles call-up after an outstanding season with First Bank Football Club, and also saw him score 19 goals in the MPFL, and that meant he won the Unicel Golden Boot Award. But getting an inclusion in the 30-man professional squad list for the Russia 2018 World Cup, although he didn't make the final 23-man squad that represented the country at the tournament. But a proven winner and a skillful forward, Lokosa has won a CAF Champions League great man and also the Tunisian Cup, and his experience and winning mentality, trust me, would prove inept and highly valuable for his club side. Talk about his new club side. I'm talking about Sporting Lagos. Sporting Lagos continue their exploits after their win in the Niger Super 8 tournament against Southwest rivals Remo Stars, and also could be enrolled to the semis with just a draw in the next group game against Castina United, and that's stated to be very, very shortly. Quickly, let's go off that news and talk about the world of tennis. Wimbledon, giving you this information right now coming from Wimbledon. I love this lady. I love to talk about her. If not for any reason, for the fact that she's a Tunisian lady. Her name is On Jabou. The Tunisian came back from a set down and finished the match 6-7. 5, 6-4, 6-1 against 2022 winner Elena Rybakina. A year after ending her first Grand Slam final in tears at Wimbledon Center Court, On Jabou got her revenge over 2022 champion Elena Rybakina in the quarterfinal of the same tournament. Jabou came back from a set down and finished the match 6-7, 5, 6-4, 6-1 at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club in South London on Wednesday. Having overcome a number of major losses, a knee injury and subsequent surgery, the 6th-seeded Tunisian was a woman on the mission, as she took full advantage of being a firm crowd favorite and also raced to finish the final set. She later said her emotions and the crowd's energy kept her going despite losing the first set. Quoting this lady, she said, "I'm going to end up writing a book of my emotions," the quirky 28-year-old said after the match. Third-seeded defending champion Elena, her name is Elena Rybakina, matched On Jabou's energy with big serves and powerful returns as both players were neck and neck in the opening set. However, Rybakina punished the Tunisian for her mistakes in the tiebreaker to win the first set. Then On Jabou berated herself and also her team for the wild return, but began the second set matching Rybakina's power game with a thunderous return of her own, funky slice and drop shot, and have become her trademark, were thrown in for good measures as Jabot broke her Kazakh opponent's serve to bag the second set. Now the crowd, which was fairly partisan in Jabot's favor, roared as she leaped up to celebrate going level. After the match, Jabot told reporters she had not watched last year's final as it's too painful for her. Her performance also belied her statement as she got control of the game and also never let the defending champion find way back to the final set. I kept going for my shot, and although I wish I could exchange this match with last year's final, she said, I feel like I'm more in control now, Jabot said in a post-match comment. Her semi-final opponent on Thursday will be Belarusian big serving Arina Sabalenka, who will now be favorites to win, just win the tournament after sweeping aside US player Madison Keys in the straight set. Jabot said she hopes her longer match and shorter rest between the matches will not come in the way of, getting one step closer to her dream, but within the Wimbledon game. And that's about the Tunisian lady. Her name is Ons Jabot. But still wrapping up the show quickly, I got this one out. It's day 9 at Wimbledon with another set of men and women semi-final to come today. On Tuesday, reigning champion Novak Djokovic overcame an early scare to defeat Andrei Rublev in 4 sets, cruising into yet another semi-finals. The perennial Grand Slam champion boasted about adding yet another major title to his name, telling rivals that a surprise defeat ain't happening. The man who can make the claim comeback to haunt Novak Djokovic is Jannik Sinner, who is on to his first Wimbledon men's singles semi-final after beating Roman Sofiolin on Tuesday. Djokovic and Sinner will meet on Friday, and few can blame the Serb for having such a huge confidence as he seeks to play in a 9th final at the All England Club Wednesday order. That's the game coming up on Wednesday and Friday. That was yesterday. So we just have to go and see how this happened. I got this one also. Tsitsipas and Badosa get X-rated offer. Emre Kanu also being questioned. We'll give you all this about the Wimbledon games and just the way it unfolds. It's really been so much interesting. When I see this games, I'll be like, come on, I'm loving it. No disrespect to the guys who feel that they've been out of the tournament, but those keeping it cool, the likes of Djokovic, are really, really amazing in what they do. But quickly, diving away from that because of time, let's talk about Formula 1, where the British Grand Prix has come and gone, with the next Formula 1 race not until July 23 in Hungary, but there are still plenty going on away from the track to finish to keep the fans tied over. Tuesday was a dramatic day with Daniel Ricciardo returning to the grid with AlphaTauri to replace the Ace and Nick De Vries. Ricciardo is on loan from Red Bull, where he is a reserve driver after losing his seat with McLaren, but replaces De Vries, who lasted just 10 races with RB's Sisters team. Elsewhere, there are doubts about Lewis Hamilton yet again, with Mercedes still yet to confirm a deal contract with the Britain. We have to know if he's really going to put pen to paper. Talking about Lewis Hamilton, also he was caught on camera, with the legendary lady talking about this woman who we call Shakira. I call her the waist whiner. Also, Lewis Hamilton has been told to stop complaining about Max Verstappen's dominance in the Formula 1 because he was in the same situation as Mercedes. Former McLaren driver Juan Pablo Montoya believes Hamilton's comments are somewhat hypocritical given the fact he won 4 titles in a row between 2017 and 2020. It's funny because Lewis keeps saying how unfair it is, Montoya said. Speaking with a report, he said he's already predicting that Max will also win next year. But if you look back at his period of dominance, was it him or was it the car? We're all happy for him, and we still celebrated him while he was dominating, and that's about Lewis Hamilton. You don't talk about Lewis Hamilton without giving it to that Max Verstappen as well. But now come with me, let's talk about football. Wrapping up the show, I got this one out. The Saudi Pro League SPL is set to appoint former Super Eagles defender Michael Emenalo as its first director of football. According to reports, amid a massive drive to sign big name players and managers, this move provides yet another indication of the competition ambition, plus a commitment not only to secure elite on-pitch talent, but leading off-field personnel too. Emenalo Michael occupied a similar role at Chelsea between 2011 to 2017, overseeing a hugely successful period across the men's and women's and the academy sides at the West London club. The former Nigerian international left back was also heavily involved in transfer activities with the likes of Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Mohamed Salah, and N'Golo Kante. Recruited during his Stamford Bridge tenure, Emenalo wants to see this happened in Saudi Arabia, and also Emenalo went on to spend 2 years as sporting director for AS Monaco and has since remained active in consultancy capacities. He is regarded among the best in the field and will be responsible for helping the Saudi side develop a framework and applying the kind of principle they are seeing in the world's biggest division. Emenalo is expected to bring a staff with him, tapping into the expertise and experience and connections of people he has worked with before, and also add order to bolster the set. It's anticipated that the 57-year-old will also keep a close eye on the future by giving opportunities for young Saudis to join his team, learn and also the industry, and also enhance their own careers. Emenalo is a very great man. Don't forget he was part of the national side that played for Western Half. Talk about the USA now, the for World Cup, and he was so amazing. But time will not let me continue to do more, but I just have to let you with this one. Former Aston Villa star and television pundit Gabriel Agbalaho has campaigned and said the Mason Greenwood will not be able to play in the English Premier League again after the matter of his court case. Greenwood hasn't played for United since his arrest in January 2022 on charges of attempted rape, using a coercive or controlling behavior and violence. The Crown Prosecutor Service later dismissed all charges against the player in February, and United conducted their investigation. And that's for Mason Greenwood. But it's time for me to go. It's a whole lot to talk about in the world of sport. But when I return, hopefully, for you on a Friday show with Friday with a feeling that we get to talk more. But for now, I have to go. Bye-bye for now. Stay safe.